Oh my god. Oh my god, this is a classic. I'm not gonna lie. Sunset Overdrive is up there for me. Sunset Overdrive was legit one of the best. This was one of the funnest games I've ever played. No. Stop playing. Sunset Overdrive. Stop playing. No, Sunset Overdrive did not fail. That's what I'm saying. Stop playing. The failed game you should, bro. This, I don't care what nobody say. This game is not failed. How? What? What the hell happened to Sunset Overdrive? Man, this shit was so fun, bro. This game was so fun. I don't care what nobody says.
Who has the better exclusives? And specifically, which next-gen console will have the coolest new IP? In the 2010s, when the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One were battling it out, Sony was boasting
Knack.
while Microsoft had the
Oh.
public's eye on a little
I'm not gonna lie, same. I played Knack. But it was I played it as a jit but never finished it. You know, one of them type of.
title called Sunset Overdrive, a game that IGN called the best Xbox One
Bro, this no, and this and Sunrise to Rome, those were some good Xbox classics. I haven't played Halo. But bro, Sunset Overdrive and Sunrise to Rome, whatever that game was, those games are fire. Man, I wish we could all just come together. Why we gotta compete, man?
title of the year before it was mysteriously swept under the rug.
Man, this game
Never
was
to be
fire,
heard
bro.
from again. Insomniac's 2014 release, Sunset Overdrive, is a bizarre game. Not only because of the way
The same Insomniac that made is this the same Insomniac that made Spider-Man? I sound like a nerd. Spider-Man? Bro, is that's the same Insomniac that made the Spider-Man games? That's crazy. That's crazy if that is.
it was released, garnered praise, and was subsequently erased from the memories of most gamers, but because the game itself is chock full of strange and unique ideas.
Nah, this game is
Ideas
fire.
influenced by a wide variety of media, like the Tank Girl comics, the I Am Legend novel, 1960s Halloween masks, and Lego. At least according to co-creators Marcus Smith and Drew Murray. The Ratchet and Clank developers decided to try their hand at something M-rated while still maintaining that level of playfulness fans had come to expect from their titles. And they delivered on all fronts.
Man, this game
mostly
was
done out of a
classic,
desire to
bro.
move out of their kid-friendly market and into a wider arena. And because Smith and Murray basically seemed to think it would be funny, which it was. In an age of dark, grim realism, this post-apocalyptic third-person action adventure was unapologetically
See, that's the thing. I'm like I said once again, I'm one of them people. I go for fun. I don't care how good the graphics is. I mean, yes, a good story is a good story. I'm not gonna, because like I said, it is time for another one of them story games. But at the same time, put it like this: not saying that the game has to be fun, but did you enjoy the game? Because a game could be good, but did you enjoy playing it? Did you have fun? Like when you think back about playing that game, is it time wasted? Or you be like, man, that game was fun as hell. Shit, I may want to play it again. You know what I'm saying? So this game was like, bro, I would def go back and play this game too.
colorful, fun, and dripping with personality. It was a huge step in the right direction for the genre and the industry at the time. They really leaned into just how different the game was to other titles in
Tell me
market,
that's not
which was a
fire.
great move because not only did it set Sunset Overdrive apart from a lot of other releases, but it also showcased the game's sense of humor early on.
Okay, here's the situation. A contaminated energy drink has turned everyone into mutants.
But it wasn't just different from games from other devs, it was also really different from anything Insomniac had ever done before. And
It
not just because
was.
the M rating. Sunset Overdrive was the studio's first open world project, a barrier that isn't easy to cross into. They could have easily
Nah, I had a
succumbed to the
big birdie
pressures
body
of
type.
development and created a buggy, boring, uninspired game.
Who?
But they didn't. Sunset City
Oh.
is a diverse landscape, and the game, while not totally bug-free, was definitely playable
Man,
and
this shit
enjoyable.
was fire,
There
bro.
was a huge focus on movement in Sunset Overdrive that allowed players to traverse the open world in a variety of genuinely fun ways that harkened back to the days of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, but with more polish and a brighter, arguably more appealing art style. The weapons were
Wasteland,
Saints
yeah.
Row level of wacky, and the
Like I said,
multiplayer
the Tony. Which one's the best one to y'all? I can't. Let me see. I only know like the Wasteland. YouTube. What is it? Tony Hawk. See, look, look. Tell me, I really do this shit. I love video games, man. But nah, man. I want to see like all of them. Like I just want to see like a little list of them. Yeah, Underground, 4, Wasteland. The ones I remember the most are American Wasteland. That's the one I remember the most. And Underground. Yeah, that was the one I said where you could flip the board. We all know Skate is a classic. But yeah, these Tony Hawk games I remember the most: American Wasteland and Underground. Yeah, this is the one where you could break the board and shit. Definitely remember that. And then Underground, was this the one where you could flip the board? Nah, on Tony Hawk Underground. I don't think I played. Which one was the one where you could like flip the board in slow motion? Was it this? It is. Wow. Yeah, this I fucked with this game too. This game was fire. I just like being able to flip the board in slow motion. I just thought that was fire.
Oh, that's the stuff.
I mean, I think all Tony has there ever been a my
Over
bad.
here.
Has there ever been a bad Tony Hawk game? Like a bad like were these games never not fun? Like have we ever played these games and not have fun with it? Y'all let me know. I haven't played all of them, but I'm just saying I feel like the Tony Hawk. I haven't played the most recent one, like the one that came out for new gen, like PS4 or 5. Like I know they released one like that recent, but at least the classic ones, the you know the nostalgic PS2, PS3 era. But I feel like these games always hit. Like I feel like these games were always fun, bro. Like for real. I feel like these games were always fun. Oh my bad. See, look, we over drifting. I could cut this out.
co-op mode was like a cross between COD Zombies and a traditional tower defense. Basically, it was just a lot of fun, and critics seem to agree. Yet 8 years later, we haven't gotten a sequel. And in fact, nobody really talks about Sunset Overdrive anymore. Why?
Don't know
The
why.
short answer is industry politics and baffling decisions made by publishers. The long answer is a little more complicated.
It's always about
a
something
lot
that
more
ain't
interesting,
about
and likely
for the
involves the
gamers.
eternal grudge between Sony and Microsoft. And it begins in the 90s. Insomniac Games was founded in 1994 by Ted Price. For almost 20 years,
Interesting.
Insomniac worked exclusively with Sony, developing games for their PlayStation consoles. Price and the Insomniac team are responsible for Sony icons like Spyro the Dragon and Ratchet and Clank.
So this is the
But
Spider-Man
more
one,
recently, they
yeah.
also gifted the world 2018's Marvel's
Wow, Insomniac got some damn classics. Damn. Insomniac is goated. Wow. Shout out Insomniac.
Spider-Man and 2020's Spider-Man Miles Morales.
They got a
what were
roster.
they doing
They've got a
making
roster.
game for Microsoft in the 2010s. Well, Marcus Smith and Drew Murray pitched the idea of Sunset Overdrive to CEO Ted Price, who approved it with one caveat. No matter what publisher they sold the game to, Insomniac had to keep the legal rights to the property. Though they had created Spyro and Ratchet and Clank, Insomniac doesn't own them, and that's consistently been a sore spot for the devs who remained shackled to big-name publishers in order to create anything of substance with a respectable budget. So Smith and Murray went on the hunt and eventually found a publisher who agreed to let them keep the rights. That publisher was Microsoft. As we already know, Sunset Overdrive was a good game.
It was.
Well received critically, and while there are no official sales numbers, it did have its own special edition Xbox One. Obviously, Microsoft was leaning hard into advertising.
I
and
never had
releasing
no
the game.
exclusive game
But like
console.
an overcharged drinker, once it came onto the scene, it exploded in a brilliant show of color before completely vanishing. A game that was literally on the box for one of the most hyped up consoles in existence was suddenly as culturally relevant as, well, PlayStation's knack. It's possible that Sunset Overdrive just wasn't that great. Maybe the reviews were
It was,
overhyped.
bro.
The missions could certainly be repetitive and the humor wasn't everyone's cup of tea.
You're all gonna die anyway. Every single one of you.
Or rather, it wasn't everyone's can of overcharged Delirium XT, but there were still plenty of fans of the game, even if it wasn't universally adored.
I don't care
And
when-
it really was a breath of fresh air for a genre.
I don't know how many times I could say this. I don't know if y'all getting annoyed, but all I'm gonna say is play this game. Just play this game. And if you don't have fun, I give you $100. Play this game for an hour and tell me you don't get that dopamine rush.
That was becoming increasingly predictable. A more likely reason for Sunset Overdrive's depressing dip in popularity is its proximity to other popular releases. Destiny, Shadow of Mordor, Alien
See, see what I'm saying? Sometimes you really, it's crazy because I understand like you being ambitious or you like, man, I'm him, I could do this shit too. But at the same time, you really gotta move around, nigga. Like you can't like, it's crazy. Like, yeah, like yes, you a fish in the pond, but don't forget it's sharks in here. It's salamanders out there. I don't even know what a salamander. I hope you know what I'm saying? It's anglerfish out there. It's stingray out here. I'm just a tadpole, you feel me? Like, yeah, a tadpole could do something. Not what a shark could do. Not what a you feel me? Not what a shark could do or what a none of that. You feel me? Like that shit crazy.
Isolation, and oh yeah, the PS4 and Xbox One versions of Grand Theft Auto 5 all released within about a month of Sunset.
Oh yeah, you were not. Yeah, listen. Same thing with GTA 6, bro. When GTA 6 drops, clip this. I ain't gonna lie, I need to clip this. But bro, when GTA 6 drops, you other gaming companies are gonna have to move around. Simple. Just like when Drake dropped. When Drake dropped, you gotta move around. When Rockstar dropped GTA 6, y'all gaming companies gonna have to chill for like 6 months to a year. I'm not lying. Let me know if I'm tweaking, if I'm glazing. Like for real. For real.
That Overdrive. So it's safe to say that this bright star was overshadowed by
My bad. If I look down and when I say clip this, I'm trying to the replay buffer thing, OBS shit.
absolutely massive hits. Still, even if everyone basically forgot Sunset Overdrive existed, it still deserves a sequel, right?
Yes.
Why wasn't one greenlit basically the moment the first game
There's
was
been worse
released?
games made.
As Insomniac's Ted Price said in a 2017 interview, you'd have to ask Microsoft. And sadly, Microsoft wasn't talking. They did decide to slap it up on PC in 2018, as well as including it in their Xbox Game Pass for several years. But they were largely silent on anything regarding the game's future, leaving us to speculate. Perhaps those unreleased.
And I actually have the what do you call it? What do you call it? Like, I have the PlayStation Gold thing, like how you get like all those games and shit. Is the Xbox Game Pass good? I don't have an Xbox. Do I? No, I don't. Nah, I don't have my Xbox One. I sold it. But for my Xbox One, like, is the Xbox One Game Pass comparable to the PlayStation Gold like premium thing? Y'all let me know.
Release sales numbers were abysmal. Perhaps they heard a sequel pitch and they were unimpressed. Or maybe Microsoft was gearing up for a massive buyout in the 2020s and wanted every possible dollar they could scrounge up stashed away for the $68.7 billion purchase of Activision Blizzard. We will probably never know for sure, but weirdly enough, Microsoft isn't even in
I
the
never heard of
equation
that.
anymore, or it shouldn't be. In 2019, Sony made their large purchase and officially acquired Insomniac Games for a comparatively paltry $229 million. And in 2021, they reportedly registered a trademark for Sunset Overdrive.
Ooh, and took your shit. Damn. That's cold. That's cold.
Probably the real reason we haven't seen any movement on Insomniac and Sunset Overdrive. While Insomniac Games owns the Sunset Overdrive IP, Sony now owns Insomniac, so they technically also own Sunset Overdrive. But it gets more complicated from there because the game is still a Microsoft exclusive, not showing up on anything other than Xbox and PC platforms since the acquisition. None of the companies involved are willing to communicate a reason for why this is, and frustratingly, they have remained equally as silent about the possibility of a Sunset Overdrive sequel.
Wait, how do we communicate with Sam when neither of us is holding a phone?
You know, technology.
So here we are speculating again. It's almost as though Microsoft and Sony have some kind of standoff going on where if one tries to make a move, the other will pull the trigger on some kind of long drawn out legal battle, which is depressing when
And this sucks because, bro, like, I promise y'all, like, if y'all just focus on the video games and make, like, this is the thing, like they say, like, if you just focus on said sport, said craft, said occupation, everything else will come. You just got to put the work in and love the game. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you love the game don't love you back. But just always try, at least treat the game with respect. Like I promise y'all, if y'all just focus on trying to make the best video games possible, all this it's enough money for nigga, they print money every day. I'm just saying, that's how I think. They print money every day. So it's enough for everybody to eat.
when you consider that Microsoft and Sony would essentially be fighting over custody over their Insomniac Games child, who, despite owning the rights to the game they created,
I'm not mad
can't
at it.
actually do
Insomniac is
anything
that's a
with it
big brand.
without
That's
the
a big
parents'
name to
permission.
have.
But again, that's just speculation. Well, the part about Insomniac being paralyzed with inaction without approval from their publisher isn't, but the bit about Microsoft and Sony's standoff is. Though it's inarguably the most plausible theory we have. There seems to be no other reason why a cult hit like Sunset Overdrive hasn't at least been ported over to PlayStation. And it would certainly explain why there's been no sequel. The only
Facts.
thing we know for sure is that Sunset Overdrive is showing all the hallmarks of a dead IP. The game's official
Wow.
Twitter account hasn't even been active.
Damn. And see, that as if I wish I was like billionaire status, cause bro, just like a kid, cause like at least me, like all the shit I wanted to do as a kid that I couldn't because of circumstances, that's just all the shit I would do when I get rich, or all the shit I dreamed about or prayed for. That's the shit I would just do when I get rich. Like that is, if I had enough bread, I'll start up Telltale again. If I had enough bread, I would start up Telltale again. I get Sunset Overdrive 2. I'm getting Sleeping Dogs 2. I'm getting The Wolf Among Us 2. Nigga, what? We getting another Infamous? Like what? Or shit, if I'm a millionaire billionaire and I could just bring enough awareness up, I'd be like, listen, I got 10 million. Listen, I put 10 million up. I'm trying to make a new Infamous game. What's up? I'm putting up 10 million. I mean, shit, I don't know. They'd be like, nigga, that's little change, nigga. They might be like, that ain't enough for the graphics.
Since June of 2021.
But I'm just
The
saying, if
further
I
out
had
we
money
get from
on,
Sunset
if I had money on like that, I'd be doing it. No cap. That's the type of shit I like, just creating. You know what I'm saying? Just making things.
Overdrive's release,
Art. Everything is art. Video games is art. TV is art. Streaming is an art. And not an art, but it's a craft. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of streamers just like this, talking to themselves with nobody in the chat or doing it for one viewer. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a reason. Like, it's a like I said, it's an art because you def have to respect it. You def have to put some time into it, and you, like I said, you have to respect it and put some time into it. It is def a craft.
The less likely it seems to be that we'll ever get a follow-up game. That is, unless
I'm telling you, you're that boy B.O. Caden. What's good, my boy? Just talk about some gamer shit. You know, we just talk about some gamer shit. We gamers over here.
more people start talking about it and asking for one. Though the first game may have been dogpiled by more popular titles at launch, it's still recognized as a rare and experimental gem from a developer that I
Nah.
think we can all agree deserves more love and attention.
Said this 10. Oh. I know. Oh, BD, that's a random viewer. Hey, that random, yo, that username random as hell, though. Hey, I ain't gonna cap, boy. I got so many clips from this stream, gang. I'm finna, once I'm finished with this stream, I'm gonna learn how to clip, cause I ain't gonna lie, I've been streaming for like 3-4 hours. I feel like I got so many clips, like that's like, I'm talking about, like, nigga, I could post like 7, 8, 9, 10, like, videos out this shit.
If Insomniac was allowed to make the sequel they've openly stated they're interested in,
I'm gonna have to
could
cut
turn
that
to
out.
be
We gonna edit that
forgettable
out.
trash.
We gonna edit that out.
Or it could be the change the industry needs. We've advocated for creativity and general weirdness in games on this channel before, and that's because greatness comes from letting developers
Yes, sir.
be creative and make games they're actually passionate about.
This is what
We
I'm
needed
saying,
Sunset
bruh. Bruh, I feel like video games, bro, like, I feel like, bro, video games are just, I don't know, like, video games don't, maybe just because, like, we older and we growing up and shit, and life just hitting, but, bro, I feel like video games not good, not good, but, like, they just don't hit no more. Like, 2K is ass, Madden is ass, like, I don't know, y'all let me know if I'm tripping, but I just feel like, damn gaming is, it's good. Nah, actually, I take that back, though, because there's still some games I want to play, though. Like I said, like, if I, you know what I'm saying, I still, if I had the time and the money and the resources, I go back and buy a PS2 or the original PlayStation, Xbox. So I do love games to the point where I would go back and play classics. But at the same time, like, bro, besides the Spider-Man games that have been coming out, like, there hasn't been many, like, hold up, let's like, let's just do this. Let's just anyone watch. Let's just do this. Games that came out. My bad, y'all. Hold up. I'm saying games that, I don't know how niggas type that good. I'm over here like a third grader. Games that came out. I mean, you gotta sound it out and spell it out and shit. Games that came out, and let's just do 2010, right? 2010. That's nostalgic enough, right? Let's think about this. In 2010, this is how many classics came out in 1 year. 1 year. We got, look at this, nigga. Red Dead, nigga. Look at Red Dead and God of War 3 came out the same year. We were, nigga, Mafia 2, Skate 3. I promise you, we do not get that many classics anymore, bro. We will not get this many classic games in, nigga. Red Dead, Mass Effect, Alan Wake, God of War, BioShock, Metal Gear Solid, Spider-Man, Iron Man. It's an Iron Man game? What the hell? Damn, I want to play that. See what I'm saying? Nigga, God of War, Mafia 2, Skate 3, Final Fantasy, FIFA, Super Meat Boy, pause. But that's heavy, bro. Like, you think we, like, bro, do you think we'll get 6, 7 classic games in 1 year, bro? We in 2025, right? Now let's do games came out 2025. Have you heard of any of these games? Look, bro, the list was longer. Come on. Look at this chat. Even though it's one person in here, chat. Bro. It hasn't even that, bro, that many games. Oh my God. You can't tell me gaming has not taken a dive. That's crazy. Anyways.
Overdrive in 2014, with the Saints Row series toning itself.
This shit was trash too. Saints, this like I said, this killed the Saints Row franchise. This shit was booty butt cheeks.
Down to unprecedented levels of boring, and several mainstay franchises churning out dull installments.
See, I just, bro. See, real game. See, shout out my gamers out there, bro. Shout out to the fucking gamers, my nigga. Yes, my nigga Bob OK. You feel me? They need to step this shit up. Look, buddy, hold on, one more time. Button mash. Hey, go forward button mash. You feel me?
Franchises churning out dull installments or
He said dull. You know what dull means? If you don't know what dull means, go look it up. We ain't finna look it up. But bruh, this what I'm saying, like, dog, gaming has taken a dive. Any developers, if this could reach any developers or anyone who wants to make a, please make something. At least care about it. Just care about it. Don't just make it for the bread.
or reboots on a regular basis, we need Sunset Overdrive sequel now.
I'm telling you, bro. If this shit came out with a sequel, I'm first in line. They don't even do that shit anymore at the GameStop, but I'm first in line.
Get over
Midnight drop.
themselves long enough to see the value in what Insomniac Games created. If they really are in some kind of stalemate custody battle over Sunset Overdrive, then all it takes is one step
I'm finna make you a mod.
the IP from Limbo. Maybe then Insomniac could be given the freedom to do something awesome again. And hey, thanks so much for watching this video all the way to the end. Be sure to like it and subscribe to Nerdstalgia
Oh yeah.
while
He
you're
got
at it.
more videos
And
like
if you're
this
still
too.
here,
He got Crazy Taxi. Oh yeah, I'm
At
def
one
going.
point, fans held Street Fighter.
Yes, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say that for another streamer. We gonna I cut that up to a different. See, we done got. All right, yeah. I got remember to edit that out.